Hey everyone, here we are at the video portion of the week. I have just finished going through all that is posted at this point in terms of the assignments. A couple of folks are slipping in some late discussion boards, and I just want to remind you about the late policy, which I've had to remind myself of today as well. Discussion posts are not graded after the due date. They're just not. It's in the late policy that's on the first announcement that I posted. Assignments are given zeros by Wednesday, if not before, and you can turn them in up to a week late, so that's Sunday to Sunday, with the 10% penalty, and that's off anything else I've ever I've taken off of your assignment. If you want to turn something in later than that, you have to get permission, and that would be something that you and I would have to arrange between each other, with each other. So please don't post in the discussion boards unless you're answering somebody's question to you after the due date. I'm just not. I mean, you can, but I'm not going to grade them. Because there's a lot to do, and a lot of it came in on Sunday. In fact, a lot of it came in last night. And, I'm trying to keep this class really flowing very smoothly. And so far, it's okay. We're doing okay. But if you're having the habit of posting late, try to stop it, because the big secret about this class is that everything you're doing right now, you can actually use in your final paper. So if you really work this market analysis and work your core pages and explain yourself, you're going to be able to create your paper very easily. If you're doing it late and doing it slapdash, you're going to basically have to rewrite all of that and then put it into your final paper. So working on time and working in time is going to basically be your secret bullet. And I'm sorry, my dogs are, they're just like the kids that are showing up in our videos and other dogs. And I know we live with creatures, and boy, it makes making a video hard, huh? Okay, so this is definitely going over 3 minutes. I wanted to go over the late policy. Again, I'll post it below so you guys can look at it again as I did. In your bios, do not be self-deprecating. Well, I haven't been published yet. Don't even. People are going to read this. This is your marketing stuff. And also, it's a very female thing to do, to apologize and to excuse. And I don't do it. Talk yourself up. On the other hand, watch out for triggers. So, I know that words like abuse and murder and addiction and all these things that happen to us as human beings will trigger your readers. So there are ways to write about your experiences that make it very clear you had them, but that you're not maybe triggering your audience, because again, your bio is marketing material. And if you're mentioning all the bad things about yourself and being self-deprecating about yourself, I'd be going, oh my God. So I'll give you an example. In 1985, I believe, Dorothy Allison wrote Bastard Out of Carolina, which was one of what I will call the abuse books, abuse memoir, abuse novels that came out. And, frankly, these are stories that needed to be told. 10 years later, I'd been saturated with abuse stories, and having grown up in a verbally and physically abusive home, after a while, it's like, you know what? I have processed, and now I need to move on from these. So I actually would stop reading them because it was overload. So if I turned to the back of a book and saw that, I moved on. So recognize that your readers, your audience, this group of people you're trying to bring to your work, will have feelings about words like that. You have feelings, but your audience has feelings too. So find the language that will help you present what you need to present without triggering your audience. Okay, one last thing, and I'll be 2 or 3 minutes over at this point. Hyperlinks are not working. I had to write to several of you. I had to copying and pasting in Brightspace is very difficult. Who knew? And I put it in there and I tweak it and I take out the HTTPS and I put it back in and I can't pull your stuff up. So check to see if I've left you a note. Look to the email because I can't grade your work without it, and probably after this week I'm just not going to ask for it again. You know, I'm expecting you to really be able to get it to me, and if you can always send me an email through the space and give it to me, but if you're worried that I don't have it. But